Today on Eagle Nation News, McKinley Bounds hit the halls of Prosper to ask students what they were doing to get in the Halloween spirit. What are you dressing up as for Halloween?
Lexi Kierton reports on National Merit semi-finalists Alex Winden, Megan Cummings, and Nick Guerrero. How are these seniors on the path to becoming National Merit Scholars?
And finally, Cameron Silva recaps the band's performance this past weekend. Did the band place in the UIL tournament? We'll have more on that later in the show.
All this and more today on Eagle Nation News.
Live from Prosper, Texas, this is Eagle Nation News.
Good afternoon, Prosper High School. Today is Monday, October 30th. I'm Sola Cantai.
I'm Christina Folsom.
And I'm Cameron Silva.
We kick off today's show with some information about Paul Manafort. Cameron?
Today, Paul Manafort, President Trump's campaign chairman, was indicted for spending money from overseas shell companies for personal use. He pled not guilty to all charges.
Tuesday is Halloween, and in honor of the holiday's festivities, students will be allowed to dress up. However, they must remain in dress code. Wednesday also marks the beginning of No Shave November. In hopes to make it more fun this year, there will be a contest held for the students who can best achieve the most unique look, a hipster look, and more. Winners will be announced at the end of the month.
Now, in the spirit of Halloween, we kick it to McKinley Bounds, who hit the halls asking students what their plans are for October 31st.
As Halloween approaches, I decided to hit the halls and see what you guys were dressing up as for Halloween. So what are you dressing up as for Halloween?
I think I'm gonna go with the normal Scream costume.
Why?
Original. I don't like dressing up that much, but you gotta do something for Halloween. Gotta have some kind of fun, you know?
I'm gonna be a giant shoe for Halloween.
Why?
Because I like shoes.
I'm a mouse. Duh.
Myself.
That's really interesting.
A disappointment.
Why?
Because.
Spider-Man.
Why?
Because I love Spider-Man.
Cool. Disney princesses.
Why? Because we love Disney princesses.
I will probably dress up again as a Harry Potter character because I have the wand and the cape and the robe and all of the sweater and the tie and everything.
I've been told I look like a kolache, so I'm going to dress up like a kolache.
I'm going to be a T-Rex because Mason Jolly calls me a T-Rex.
I'm going to be Pinocchio because everyone roasts my nose.
I'm going to be a clown.
Why?
To scare my little sister.
Well, I'm dressing up as Superman because I'm Superman. What? Yeah, I'm Superman, so I'm dressing up as Superman.
I'm dressing up as a mime because I'm from ASL and it's a pretty cool thing to dress up as.
I'm going to be a clown.
Why?
Because I think they're scary and I want to overcome my fear.
For Eagle Nation News, I'm McKinley Bounds.
Thank you, McKinley. After this commercial break, Lexi Kierton reports on the National Merit Scholars out of the graduating class of 2018.
All right, Mr. Mizrak, can you please tell me what you think of when you see this picture?
It reminds me of some bad childhood memories, you know?
All right. Can you please tell me what you think of when you see this picture?
Oh, Steve Jobs.
What are you writing?
Nothing, don't worry about it. You're all right.
Every junior takes the PSAT, but few score in the top 1% and are named National Merit semi-finalists. The three out of the graduating class of 2018, Alex Winden, Megan Cummings, and Nick Guerrero, did just that and are on the path to becoming National Merit Scholars. Lexi Kierton reports.
Some of the highest academic honors available to U.S. high school students can be awarded to those who score high on the PSAT.
I found out I think in September, and it was a pretty satisfying thing to find out just because I know that there's a lot of scholarship opportunities for if I end up advancing to finalists, and so it was good to see that I had taken that step towards that.
Guerrero, along with 16,000 other students, discovered he had the chance to receive scholarships worth more than $32 million.
Every year, a bunch of juniors in the United States take the PSAT, and from the sample of juniors that took it, they take a certain portion to be National Merit Scholars, and they've announced the semifinalists, and so that's the category I fall under so far.
He's a good kid, you know, he's very dedicated to his faith and church and his friends and family, and he's got a good sense of humor and keeps things lighthearted around here sometimes, and he's a good kid. He's very dedicated to friends and family.
The National Merit Scholar Corporation notifies 7,500 finalists at their home addresses that they've been selected to receive a college-sponsored, corporate-sponsored, or $25,000 scholarship.
The semifinalist thing is a great thing to put on like applications, and it helps me like to take steps towards hopefully getting some really good scholarships. Right now I'm trying to get into the Air Force Academy, and if I get into that, I would like to be a pilot in the Air Force. I think that would be really awesome. However, it's a pretty hard school to get into, so if I don't get in there, I'm looking at majoring in business at either A&M or OU. I don't know which one that I'm going to go to yet.
We're hoping for the finalist part, obviously. That's the next step. That just, wherever God leads him, that's where we want him to be.
This has been Lexi Curitin reporting for Eagle Nation News, Prosper.
Thank you, Lexi. After this commercial break, we kick it to Cameron Silva, who highlights band's accomplishments in the UIL Area B competition.
ASL Honor Society deadline for forms, fees, and proof of eligibility is October 31st. Young Life will be hosting a bonfire on Saturday, November 4th. See Miss Cates or Miss Werner for details. Bring your license or picture ID to the blood drive on November 1st. Passes will be given to the teacher you have the day before. Prosper Theater, Lacrosse, and Bowling are hosting a haunted house and hayride. Come tonight or tomorrow at 7 p.m.
The Prosper Band was in action again over the weekend. Here in studio with more on that is Cameron Silva.
Hey, what's up, guys? So this past weekend, the Prosper Band got second place in the UIL Area B contest, meaning that out of all the schools in Frisco, Little Elm, and Plano, the Prosper High School Band received second place. On top of that, the band program advanced to state for the first time in its history. Congratulations to the Prosper Band, and we wish you the best of luck moving into the state championships. Make sure you're following us on Twitter at Eagle Nation News for more updates.
Thank you, Cameron. Now let's send it over to Tyler Winden in the Eagle Zone with your sports update.
Prosper football competed against the Colony last Friday night. The final score of the game was 14-7 in favor of the Colony. The Prosper is now 4-1 in district. Also on Friday, Lady Eagle volleyball scrimmaged Carroll in a 5-set series. Unfortunately, the Lady Eagles did not come out on top. They will be in action Halloween night at McKinney High School facing off Independence. The match will mark the beginning of playoffs. That's all I have for you today. I'm Tyler Winden reporting from the Eagle Zone.
Thank you, Tyler. Now let's get a look at the meetings happening this week.
Well, that's going to do it for our show today. For Eagle Nation News, I'm Christina Folsom.
I'm Cameron Silva.
And I'm Sola Cantai. Live long and prosper.